going to compare and contrast the characters of the two novels Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. So we will go first compare the characters of Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. So first, the Noli Me Tangere characters represents the common Filipino who is not only aware of the injustices done to their countrymen but would also like to deliver them from their oppressors. And Maximo Viola was the savior of Noli Me Tangere for posterity because he was the one who sought Rizal and offered to help get the novel published. He gave Rizal 300 pesos which financed the printing of the first 2,000 copies of the novel. So we will go now to the characters of El Filibusterismo. So first, the character of El Filibusterismo represents the young educated Filipinos who are apathetic to the needs of the society. Second, they represents the part of the society that is only generous and sympathetic to the rich and powerful. Third, they represents the people who have yet to cultivate their nationalistic attitude. Fourth, they symbolize the natives and farmers whose lands were seized by the friars. Fifth, they represent the Philippines which would rather suffer with pride and honor. Sixth, they represent the women who have no sense of nationalism and sympathy towards the others. Seventh, and last, the savior of El Filibusterismo was Valentin Ventura because he was the one who financed the publication of Rizal's El Filibusterismo. So the similarities of Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo characters is that both Crisostomo Ibarra and Simon symbolizes as Rizal's reflection himself.
In regards of the plot and theme of Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, the Noli Me Tangere is a romantic novel and it was written by Rizal to dedicate to our motherland. Rizal stated in this novel how the fatherland is plagued by social cancer. The theme of this novel seems to expose the exploitations committed by the Spanish friars and government officials. The various friars in the book were arrogant, condescending to the Philippines, and greedy. They represent the infamous behavior of the Spanish friars in the Philippines. The brutality of the other officials and authorities are also shown in the novel. On the other hand, the novel El Filibusterismo is a kind of political novel. The theme of and plot of this novel seems to focus on how to reach a social reform and revolutions. This novel is more on resembles debates, an example being chapter 7, which is Simon tries to convince Basilio to join the Bloody Revolution. Almost like Darth Vader trying to convince Luke to join the dark side. These represent Rizal's fading hopes for reform against long-held avarice and aversion to revolution. The book focuses on the inevitable revolution and whether or not the Philippines should rebel peacefully and diplomatically or violently.
The two novels of Rizal, including the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, has given us a great significance. The two novels are both give us an enlightenment, hope, motivation, and encouragement. Because of these two novels, we are now inspired and motivated to fight for the freedom of our country. The story of Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo also gives us a very important message that we, Filipino citizens, should be the leaders of its governing body, and not the other way around. We should be the one who create change that is inappropriate to our country and the one who will give voices to those people who suffers from the abusive officials. In general, these two novels gives us a motivation to defend our country, help our countrymen, and make a difference for our country.
The role of the youth in the nation is crucial as they are the problem solvers, have positive influence on other young people in the nation, and are extremely ambitious. Youth have the ability to create an identity for themselves and move the nation forward. The youth play an important part in growing development of a country. It has the ability to aid the country's development and success. It is also in charge of delivering social reform to a country. The future of a country is determined by its youth. The youth is important because they will be our future. Today, they might be our partners. Tomorrow, they will go on to become leaders. The youth are very energetic and enthusiastic. They have the ability to learn and adapt to the environment. Our youth can bring social reform and improvement in a society. Furthermore, the nation requires their participation to achieve the goals and help in taking the country towards progress. As Dr. Jose Rizal said, ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan.